This is incredible Kythnos. And here we are coming into Lutra. Looks like a very pleasant town. Castle. Where is the castle? I guess you get the bus schedule with the QR code. So there is a castle, but definitely not an ancient one. And here we have a map. So, I am staying right about there in Merijas. Drove back here and then up to Lutra. So, it is basically like an average-sized Greek island, I would say. Not big, not particularly small. There is a lot packed into it. So there, I guess, is the castle, because it is another drive further up there. Oh man, that is very tempting to check out. So is it good luck when a white goat crosses your path? I don't know, but kind of seems like it. We have white goats and a brown goat. So I had to investigate the castle, and it turns out it's up this road that is not drivable in a rental car. K. I'm guessing that stands for Castro, Greek for castle. I've walked about 10 minutes. Google Maps said 20 minutes, but it wasn't quite clear if that meant to the end of the road, because then it showed you had to hike from there, even if you drove this part. So, just decided to go for it. It looks pretty dang interesting, and figured we get some nice views of the countryside as we are. Look at that. What are we looking at out there? So, sun is setting in the west. That is looking out east. East of here is Mykonos, Ios, I think maybe Tinos. Paros and Naxos are a bit further. I'll look on my phone in a little while. Try to see exactly what islands those might be. Gotta be islands. We're a long ways from the mainland. Not a long ways, you can get farther out, but it was a 3-hour ferry journey on a slow big boat from Piraeus, the port of Athens. This is certainly looking like a very, very interesting hike. Lots of the old stone walls and buildings along the way. Another sign, the K sign. And look at how these rocks are stacked. Very different from the usual. It doesn't look very sturdy, but I guess it is. A lot of work went into these. They just go for miles. That is a very little Greek church. This is one of the coolest, most surreal scenes that I've experienced. I believe that I got a glimpse of the castle on this cliff, and I'm not going to regret having gone out of my way to hike up here. Meh. Meh. These are in use now. I guess where those guys stay sometimes. Crosses. Shepherd's house, I guess. Arrow. And oh man. If that is the castle, it is a lot more of a hike. So, Google Maps was telling me 20 minutes to the end of the road, not to the castle. I guess it's up there. But the road continues that way. I can't tell what is on top of that. If that is it, I think that is further than I want to go at this time of the evening. It is about 7 o'clock. Plenty of light left, but oh man, it looks so freaking cool to get up there though, if that is it. But it is white buildings, so maybe the castle is up this way. Where's another K? Looking for a K. There were in fact arrows up there, pointing this way. And we have some very old looking enclosures here. And the hill should be quite close. The trail didn't go up and over and then down and then up again. It goes along the side, but then the question is, how do you get up onto that hill? So I just had to go a bit further here. There we go, the hill coming into view right there. Arrow. Tiny, tiny little room there. Okay, coming into view. That is a castle. Blending in with the mountain. Maybe that is it right there. A little hard to see, especially because it's in the shade, but that is a man-made wall embedded into the cliff with the white paint on the left. I can see a window or a gap. So you see these little islands in the Aegean Sea, and you don't really imagine they're gonna have something like this. Freaking massive canyon. This island is just blowing my mind around every corner. Part of the fun in this case is the fact that I didn't research anything in advance, and it's all just been a surprise. Everything. I had no destination in mind other than the Hora town yesterday. Everything else, just seeing it while biking or driving, or seeing the names on a sign. Yeah, that is such a precarious looking castle, and more of a wall on the left. Oh, yes, the entrance makes it all worth it. We have a castle entrance gate like I've never seen before. First, there's the castle. And probably the only way in. Not for tall people. Not your usual grand, massive entrance gate. But that is probably the point. Those guys were really cool. They were from Athens, Greeks, and they were even surprised about Kythnos, hadn't known that it was such a nice island. So this almost looks a little Byzantine, that arch, which would mean at least 700-800 years old at the latest. Well, 1453 was when Constantinople fell to the Ottomans. So that was kind of the, or not even kind of, that was the official end of the Byzantine era. So 600 years ago, almost. That could be more recent, certainly. But they said you can get right up in it, and there are lots of buildings to explore and a chapel. And we made it. The chapel. Looks like this one is just tied shut, so you can go inside, I guess. Oh, wow. Wow. This is pretty amazing. I guess I should take the hat off. Look at that big guy. Wow. That guy is freaky looking. I thought that things couldn't get too much more incredible after yesterday's shipwreck discovery, and then today, another just absolutely ultimate adventure day on the Greek islands. Unreal. Sun going down into the Mediterranean over castle ruins, certainly many centuries old. But what a vantage point for a castle, a lookout for pirates, and for the princess to await the knight's return. Okay. Let's see if I got that right. So this vantage point is absolutely incredible. Kea. That, I believe, is the Greek mainland. Attica is the region around Athens, including Athens and the whole peninsula. That is the historical name of that whole region. And then that is Evia. Evia is the second largest island of Greece after Crete. It's huge. I've never been to it. I know very little about it. You don't hear very much about it. But I would like to see it. Andros, Tinos, Syros, Mykonos, beyond that, and Delos, the archaeological ruins that I wanted to go to for years. Pardon me if this video is getting scratched out by wind noise. I had to switch to my GoPro because I ran out of battery on my DJI. But hopefully you can hear me okay. Certainly you get the idea of what a mysterious, mystical interesting sight this is. Look at that. A fairly intact building there with a rounded roof again. Seems kind of Byzantine style. Another spider web. They are strong ones. When they stick to you, they do not want to let go. So what is this? Could it be an even older chapel, or is it a little home? So what do we have here? Maybe an oven? Or a shelf? And then, what is this? Okay, whoa. Yes, that is definitely a chapel. Much, much older than the other one. Look at that, an altar. Shelves for putting, maybe the same sort of paintings of Jesus and Mary. Oh man. Wow, I'm so glad that I didn't miss this one. The way those rocks are put together looks so precarious and yet hundreds of years old. Sun going down there. Still plenty warm. Plenty of light left for me to get back. Fortunately, it's all downhill from here. This is why Greece is the ultimate adventure destination. You never know what you're gonna find.